all, this is Wasim and welcome to my channel Wagon Picks. Hope you're all doing great. And today's topic is React routing. The points which we'll be covering in this topic is we will be seeing what is React routing. Second point which we'll be covering in this tutorial is what is React routing and traditional HTML link routing. Okay. Third point is usage of this React routing. Okay, so basically React routing is one of the again it is one of the most important topic which is normally usually used in almost all the React applications, because this is the concept which is used for navigation from one page to another page. Okay, basically in React React is a single page application. We don't have multiple page, but when you want to navigate to different component, we use this concept. Okay, so let's get started. Before getting started, I just wanted you to take you through an example. Like, I wanted to explain you this topic, comparing this with the traditional navigation experiences. Okay, so we have a website that is Wikipedia. Okay, so Wikipedia is a non-React website, so obviously here there will be no routing concept used. So we will get to know what exactly routing is. Let me tell you, here in this website we don't use routing concept. This is traditional HTML link routing. Okay, so I just want you to focus on this address bar and the load icon. Okay, whenever I click on any of the hyperlink or any of the buttons, what happens is the entire page, this entire page which is displayed on the browser, gets reload. Okay, so when I click on this, see here, the page got loaded. Did you see the loading icon? Okay, this was loading, the entire page got load. So let us click on some other hyperlinks. So if I click on this, just see, it takes time and it is not smooth. Okay, so it went to a different page. So comparatively, let us go to one more different website, that is React website. Okay, in this website I want you to again focus on this address bar and this load icon. Okay, whenever I click on any of the buttons or any of the links, I just want you to focus on that. Okay, so when I click on this button, see here, it smoothly went to the desired location without loading the entire page. Okay, just the address changed and it went to the different page. Okay, let us see this again. I will go to this concept, lazy concept. Okay, when I click on this, did you see that the page won't page didn't load, and all the other components like the side navigation and this upper navigation bar, this remained the same. Only the content which was required got changed. So this is React routing. So basically React routing is something which makes our life very smooth, and it creates a very smooth user experience. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see and apply this concept in our React code. Okay, so I already have a code over here. For those who don't know how to create a base React file, I want you to go through my previous videos. I have already explained how to create a basic React code. So you can go through those videos. I will paste the link for those videos in my description box. You can go through them and you can build the base file index.js. This is the parent and the base file, and we can see this dummy content over here. Okay, now let's go ahead and create a child component called app.js. Okay, I will import React from React. constant app return export default app. Let us type a dummy content over here. Check. So we need to enclose this into our division box. Okay, and we will include this child component into this parent component. Just check. Okay, so we have included this. This is the parent component and this is the child component. I am importing this into this component. Let's see here, this is from parent and this is from child. Okay, for those of you who are wondering what all steps I just followed, I again request you to go through my previous videos. I have explained everything. I have explained the child parent components. I have explained the props passage and how to create the components. I have defined I have explained everything in my previous tutorials. You can go through them. So what I am going to achieve in this tutorial is what we'll do is we'll define some menu item. Okay, here home, contact, about. Okay, when I click on those items, I should be routing to the desired page or desired component. Okay, through React routing concept. So to we are using React Router DOM as an external library to achieve this routing functionality. Okay, so before installing that, let us go ahead and create three different components. Okay, so three different components. Let us name the first component as home JS. So I would like to tell you again that home, the first letter of the component should be capital. Okay, except the index file, the rest all components which we will be creating should be in capital letter. Okay, import, we'll quickly import the React constant home return. So I will add a heading over here. We are in home component. Okay, export default home. Okay, let us create a second component, that is about.js. Before going, we will copy this. Okay, we'll just paste this line of code and we'll change it into about component. I just pasted, this is about, and we are into about component, and we will export this. Okay, and let us create a third component, that is contact.js, and again I will paste all the code, name the function contact. We are in contact component, contact. Okay, so what we have done, we have created three different components, about, contact and home. And what now we will do is we'll import these three components into our app.js. Let us see if this is working fine. Okay, now we will remove this hello from the parent component, and in app we will import the three components. Okay, second is contact, and third is we need to write it on top, that is home. So we have taken three components. Let us see. Okay, see, all the three components are rendered. So I just want you to quickly explain you here again about the child and parent concept of components. Here we have index.js. This is the base file. Okay, and this is the top parent component, you can say. This app is child for this parent component. Okay, this is the first level child, and these three, about, contact and home, these are the child for this app component. Okay, so for these one, two, three component, this app is the parent component, and this index.jx will be grandparent component, you can say. Okay, so now we are clear with the routing, with the components. Let us go ahead and install our router. So to install the router, let us stop the execution, and the command for installing the React Router DOM is npm install React Router DOM. So this is the command which is used to install the React Router DOM. So once this is installed, we can use this into our app.js. Now let us go ahead and import the components which are required to define the uh, routing into app.js. So the components which are required from React Router DOM, the first component which will be required is browser router, and we will name this as router. Okay, and second we need is route. Third is we need link to link the component, and fourth is routes. Okay, these are the four components which we will be using from this library React Router DOM for implementation of this routing concept. Before proceeding further, let us go ahead and format the document. Okay, so now this is looking cool. Let's start with the building code. We will remove this, don't want this. And before proceeding, whenever you are starting with the routing, you need to enclose the routes code into a router tag, because this indicates we will be using the routing components into our code. So for including the tab, we need router. Okay, and this div should be inside the router. Okay, so here we have, so the first point which we will define is we'll define a navigation bar, and in this navigation bar we will define user list. and thus we need a list which states, okay, let us have the list of home, so home, contact, about. Okay, so let us go ahead and check how this looks like. We have not compiled the code, so let us go ahead and npm start. So here we have in app component we have defined three list, and now what we have to do is we have to link this home to this component, right? This component, contact to the contact component, about to the about component. So how will we achieve that? We will come first we will define a link for this. Okay, so for defining the link we need to define the path, like when I click on this link what should happen. Okay, so for home it is by default in the home location without any description. So this is the link, this should be enclosed inside the link. So similarly we need to define a link for this as well. And let us define the path for this as contact, and similarly we need to define a link for about. We have defined the link. Let us go ahead and check. Okay, sorry, we have made a mistake over here. The link which we are used is the HTML link. We need to use this link which is used in our routing. Okay, okay, let's see. Now we have the links, but right now the component is not yet defined. So to define the component we need a routes. We will come outside over here, and now we need to define the routes. The routes are something where we define the path, like when we click on the home button, when I click on this home button, the link is changing, but when the link gets changed, what component I need to show, what component I need to render, I will define that into routes. Okay, these are the, and inside the routes I will define the individual route. Path is the forward slash, and the next element in this route will be element where we want to divert. Okay, and what we where we want to divert, when we click on this link, we want to divert to our home, right? Okay, this is good. We need to close the route. Okay, we have closed. So this is how we define the we link the path with the component. Okay, similarly we need to define the other components, link the other components. Okay, so see, now we are done. So what we did was defined the three list items, that was home, contact and about, and to each item we defined a link. So when I click on this, the browser should go to this link. Okay, but when a browser goes to this link, actually this component, the home component, should be called. Okay, so when we click on contact, the element which is linked to this path, now in this contact element is linked, so contact element should be reflected. So let us see how this looks like. See, by default we are in home component, right, as the path is the default home path. Okay, when I click on contact, see, we are in contact component. When I click on about, we are into about component. So this is how the routing works in a React application. Okay, so to make this look better, we will align this horizontally on top, just to make sure that this looks like a menu, and we will align this at the middle, at the center. Okay, for this let us go ahead and define a class for this list, class name, that is name list. Okay, let us create a different css file, .css. Okay, uh, name list. Let us define some css for this, the list. Let us make this list dot style type to be none. Let us make the horizontal display. So what this does, let me quickly share with you the output. We have not imported the css into the app.js. To import this is how we import the css file. And okay, did you see that the first point what we did in this is we removed the bullet points, and second was we made this horizontal display, and third point we will make the background color as okay, so let us take this color, you can take anything. And second is let us give some margin to the individual list, to the list item. Margin right, let us give around 20 pixel. Okay, see here. Okay, we got some margin. Let us increase the margin. Let us make this 40. Here we have Okay, if you want to increase it, you can make it 80. Okay, now we have defined the margin. Let us go further and implement some css to individual attributes. Okay, so in this, let us make the font uh, weight as bold, and we'll remove the underline, test decoration, none. Okay, with this we saw that this is looking like a menu bar, and this we have menu items. When I click on this, it went to component. When I click on this, it went to about. And to align that the content to the center, we can go into this style, text align, center. Okay, we'll copy the style and paste into every heading. Okay, so this is looking cool. When I click on the home, okay, the main thing to note here is when I click on any of the button, or when I click on the menu items, the page is not getting loaded. This page is not getting loaded. It is just smoothly displaying what is written in the specific component. Okay, so this was all about the React routing, and this is majorly heavily used in almost all the React application, because this is the beauty of React, and which makes user experience very smooth user experience, and this also looks very cool. So you need to understand this. There are many other topics in routing which we will see in the coming tutorials. This was the basic concept in React routing. Okay, hope you like the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe my videos. uh, and let me know if you have any kind of questions in the comment box. I will come up with the answers for your questions. Okay, thank you, and bye bye.